What's up, guys? It's your boy Joe Kid 118 here, bringing you another video. It's been a while since I've uploaded for anything. I started a little late in the duel, but basically what this is going to be, it's going to be Glad Beasts, and you're actually ignore that little pop-up down there. I was texting on an app for once, and I got a little lazy. So, anyways, it's going to be Glad Beasts and Morphtronics versus apparently Assault and Gravekeepers. A little bit about gameplay. Near the end, you're going to see that there's going to be a comment. If you can't read it, then what it says is Glad Beasts are so stupid the dude surrenders like as soon as the battle phase enters. And what I really want to talk about right now is this equip spell Gravity Blaster. Now, assuming that you are running Morphtronics or any kind of machine deck, Gravity Blaster is by far one of the brokest equip spells I've ever seen, especially for machine types. Basically what it is any monster that battles with the person equipped has their effect negated, and on top of that, once per turn you can gain 400 attack. Now this affects stacks, and you can choose to stack it. So say you have 3, basically you're going to be gaining 1200 attack per turn. Now with a big beater or something, or even like Boombox, and Boombox can attack twice, say against 1200, so it'll be double his attack for one turn, attack twice, so that's 4800 direct already. So assuming you're in a normal duel, that's already a little over half their life points is gone. So that is a really broke combo right there for one. For two, it's just any machine type monster can work with this equip card. Is a really broken equip card. And yeah, I'm probably talking a little fast. Let me slow it down for you. So yeah, this equip card, Gravity Blaster, you gotta try it out for every machine deck. It is an amazing tech card. Tech it for any machine deck, especially Morphtronics. I think Morphtronics can make a comeback if you use this card, because you can search it out Power Tool, if anything. Power Tool might not be a machine itself, but you can search out Power Tool for your other Morphtronics. There's that one that gains 800 for every equip card attached to it. So, you know, or something like that. Or if there's a equip card, it gains 800. So you add on to it. Or the one that, you know, while it's in attack position, Morphtronics gain attack. You just basically add the Gravity Blaster and boom, you got a broken ass combo right there. And so you run your triple MSTs or whatever you need to run inside of your Morphtronic deck, and I think you gotta actually bring Morphtronic back. And you know, people, I've seen it a lot lately. I've seen Morphtronics come back because machines have a lot of new support, and of course on top of that, there's, you know, new stuff coming out, and there's still more stuff coming out, like Spike with Shield or something stupid that you can just equip to your monster, and is so broke. Like I know Warriors got that equip spell that basically they gain attack equal to their defense. That is really OP. So there's a lot of equip cards that are going to start out to bring old decks back, and I'm starting to mess with a lot of old decks now, and mainly what I've been messing with is Morphtronics, because I've always liked the idea of little household appliances beating some ass. Now I don't know why anybody ever stopped playing this deck. You know, I admit it lacks a little speed, but you can add a lot of power to it, so you can make up for speed with power. All you have to do is draw one of your monsters, and you just basically equip. So the greatest part about this deck, the Morphtronics, is they kind of focus on equipping, and the great thing about equip cards is there's a lot of equip card support out there. You know, you've got your Vylons, you know, you got your Vylon Matter. You've got the, I think it's Vylon Matter, that you basically choose 3 equip cards in your graveyard, return them, either draw one or pop a card, which is really great because you see Morphtronics will cycle through their equip cards pretty quickly. And assuming you run, you know, your Power Tool, you can search them out. You've got basically the luck of the draw. You've got Morphtronic Accelerator, which, in case you didn't know, if you run like the equip cards like Morphtronic Engine, which people rarely run, but I do run at least one because it is a very interesting equip card. And on top of that is, you know, it destroys itself after a while, so basically it's going to hit the graveyard no matter what. And Morphtronic Accelerator it says return a Morphtronic card. It's not to say, you know, a monster, spell, or a trap. So you run a bunch of the spells and traps to the Morphtronics, and you can just return it, draw one, and pop a card at the same time. So as long as you have a target, you know, basically you can just return anything. So it's actually pretty broken. They've got their own self-sufficient draw power. They've got surge power. They've got plenty of destruction power if you want to do it. They got brute force that they can go into, despite being the small monsters they are. They've got speed. they've got speed behind their one monster that specials, but they've also got the search with the little iPod thing, which is also a tuner, so you can make use of that pretty well. I would definitely advise trying to take in a double summon somewhere. My deck list, I'll probably be posting it a little later, like a couple weeks later when I have more time, but the deck list, I do not run double summon. I don't run, a lot of cards I said that I would take in, which, I'm still working on it. I'm working on this build right now. I'm doing mostly for a tag built deck, and I'm not running any Exceed monsters. You'll see that when I have 2 level 4s, I will never have an option for the Exceed. So yeah, I don't run any Exceeds. I'm running basically full synchro right now. See how that works, because I do have the variations of the levels. I do need to work on how to find a way to get into level 5s, but otherwise, you can run Barkion in the deck. It's pretty simple. Scorpion. You can go into Scopin, and Scopin goes into Skateboarding, and then Skateboarding, and then you make Barkion, and you got basically a Barkion on the field. They're both Earth, so you make Barkion, and Barkion can hold you for a while you're starting off your spam combos. And of course, you got to equip cards to keep Barkion's big holdback as it's either its power or the fact that it gets killed by spells, which isn't really a problem if you can basically keep spells from being activated, which is why I'm trying to make to where Morphtronics can make 5s, which I'm working on it, but right now it's still in the process of making. But that's why I'm running it as a tag only, because maybe they'll summon a level 2 and I'll summon out my my Scopin, and then I'll special summon something stupid just to get the extra attack, and it's destroyed their name base, so it doesn't really matter. So I sink into my beast, and then basically use my little extra for fun. Or if I'm actually lucky, I run into my junk box or my monster reborn. I'll just reborn the Scopin, and I'll go into 7, go into Power Tool, search out I don't know, pretty much anything. Unless I can summon something else, then I'm basically just gonna sink into either a Barkion or Power Tool. Power Tool is just because I can protect against dark holes, and then Power Tool can already fuel itself with the quick cards, so it's not really too bad of a combo. Another thing about Morphtronics too is they have their own what's it called, revival power. So you can add the monster born with the junk box. Junk box, yeah, it destroys them during the end phase, and it's very specific, but it is revival power for them, and you can never underestimate a revival power. It's like why zombies have been hit so much, because they have infinite revival power, and that's what makes a game. If you can keep field presence with monsters, that's what's good. So with Morphtronics, yeah, definitely with all the equip cards that are out here and all the equip support that are out there, I honestly think they can make a comeback. Not in so much as in speed, but as in power. They can hold their own, because they also got the map, and then you got the different things that can change their battle positions, and they can constantly just keep getting powered up along with your equip cards. They're going to power them up, so they can become big beat sticks. I'm still, like I said, I'm still working out my own build. I don't want to go off of line and do any other kind of thing, because I've been working on my own build. I've checked out all the online builds, and I've definitely got a general idea of where I want to go with it, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you have any questions, concerns, or maybe some ideas for me down below for a new deck to play around with, I've also got a new deck that I'm posting up a little bit later. This deck is really interesting. It's basically focused around you destroying my back row, and if you don't destroy my back row, then I've got nothing. Otherwise, I can just use Magical Hat to pull some shenanigans. Anyways, we're out of time for today, so pieces and stay beautiful.